What would you like to say to introduce this video, Mr. Leo?
Can you get me some more fish, Dad?
Hi guys, hopefully you're doing well. I just recently got back from a trip up north chasing some species of fish that we normally don't get on the Gold Coast. It was great to spend some time with my mate Steve Bailey up on his big Powcat. We spent, I think, 3 to 4 nights out there. Meant that we could target and be a bit more selective with our fish without giving the good old trout population a flogging. But anyway, let's get to the action. How big it was. After a full day of travel in the car and boat, it was nice to wake up on the ocean and to slip into the water. Here's my first dive for the morning. With already some nice species in the esky, we decided to head further north to see what we can find. And this is where we stumbled across this rock that was just covered in bait, and here's what happened. Unfortunately, I didn't get this Spanish mackerel on film and ended up tipping the scales just over 25 kilos and the big eye sea bream 4.2, an absolute cracker of a fish. After a couple quick fish picks, we decided to find some ground I found a few months ago, and this is where this 8 kilo Spanish mackerel swam straight up to me. I decided to shoot it for some burley and some bait for some night fishing. Unfortunately, before the trip I didn't check my crimps on my mono, and this is what happened.
With day one already ending and the sun going down, we decided to find a spot for some safe anchorage.
Now, Steve, what's on the list other than trout?
After seeing not much more than trout, we decided to move on in pursuit of some different species. This is where Steve put me on this drift, and as soon as I hopped in the water, it was going off.
When you put that in the bag, can you just watch me on a dive over here? I just want to make sure this tiger shark doesn't come back and get me. Beautiful fish.
After seeing some nice species and landing a couple, we decided to head right up into the shallows to see what we could find. This is where I find a large school of yellow lip emperor, where I spent the next 2 to 3 hours trying to land one. Anyone that's tried to hunt these yellow lip emperor will be aware of how hard they are to approach and get a good holding shot in. Although only in shallow water, some of these dives were probably the longest dives I've ever done in my life.
Feel the sun on my skin, letting it seep within, lighting up my soul. Warmth makes me whole. Feeling the sun, we become one.
After spending the last 2 to 3 hours playing cat and mouse with this school of yellow lip emperor, I finally got the opportunity to get a shot in on one of these fish. The first fish that approaches out of the school, as you'll see right now, is probably only to the 2 to 3 kilo mark, but I can estimate there's fish at the back of the school that were 5 kilos. This is where I decided to stay on the bottom a little bit longer. I still don't know why to this day this fish come in, because you'll see right here that my gun is sticking right up in the water column, which is not a great hunting technique, but anyway, this is how it unfolds.
The moon in my heart. I'm feeling light. I sense tonight, lit up from the inside. One by one, step by step, face your choices, achieve your best. One by one, step by step, face your choices, achieve your best. I choose the truth, I choose the action, no time to lose, take a decision. I choose to live each adventure, embrace my needs, follow my nature. I choose the truth, I choose the action, no time to lose, take a decision. I choose to live each adventure, embrace my needs, follow my nature. Your wounds will heal, seize this day to face what's real. Prove your faith. Your wounds will heal, seize this day to face what's real. I choose the truth, I choose the action, no time to lose, take a decision. I choose to live each adventure, embrace my needs, follow my nature. I choose the truth, I choose the action, no time to lose, take a decision. I choose to live each adventure, embrace my needs, follow my nature.
What do you got there, mate?
Not a bad little spango, little jack, and a good size big ass sea bream mood. Pretty stoked with these guys. Probably could have got a lot of more fish, but the good old
Why did you get out of the water?
so I shat myself. I nearly got eaten by a tiger shark.